Hey guys, Eric here, and today we're talking about how I got out of credit card debt. Now, this is a question that a lot of people have asked me because of my crazy and unusual story. So way back when, let me explain how I got here. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Derek Pierce. I started out as a real estate investor before I got into this whole internet marketing gig. And what happened was our market went south. And so I was left with, I want to say 15 houses. And out of 15 of these houses, 12 of them were vacant. I couldn't sell them. I couldn't give them away. I couldn't do anything. And I just felt like I was just stuck. And so what happened was I tried every kind of marketing gimmick known to man. I tried giving away a car with the houses. I tried giving away free TVs. I tried every type of owner financing, lease option type arrangement that I possibly could find, run ads in newspapers, done everything that I had ever done before that time. And because of the market was just in a limbo state at that point, I couldn't get rid of these houses. So what I ended up doing was I turned to the web. And so as a result, even though I turned to the web and started making money online, I was still left with over $100,000 in credit card debt because I had used credit cards to fund a lot of the renovations on these houses and to fund to buy the houses themselves. And I was left with holding the bag with this massive amount of credit card debt. It was over $100,000 in addition to the houses and the cars and everything else that I had at that point. And so how did I do it? How did I go from, having over 100 grand in credit card debt, just starting to build an internet business and be able to get out of credit card debt in record amount of time? Well, first thing that I did was I upped my income. So back then I had to find a way to start making money. And I felt like if I was able to sell these houses, which what I did, I sold these houses on eBay. I thought, if I sell these houses on eBay and open up my little market here in Alabama to the rest of the world and to the rest of the country, then I can do something on the internet. And so what I started doing was I started blogging. I started tinkering around with different types of strategies. A lot of stuff didn't work, but I kept at it. And so what I did was I upped my income. And primarily the way that I did that was through affiliate marketing and using affiliate marketing with SEO. And that's where I learned SEO strategies that I'm using. And since then, I've tweaked everything, obviously, since then. But that is what I did. I started doing internet marketing, started doing affiliate marketing using SEO techniques. And that's what allowed me to bump my income. So the first thing you got to do, you got to up your income, okay? Wherever you're at, you got to start bringing in more revenue. And if you're not building an online business, then I would encourage you to start because the ceiling is so high with very little risk. Literally, you can start by buying a domain name for less than $10, and then you've got hosting that you can find for practically peanuts. That you can start building a business. You can build something around something that you are passionate about, that you like. At the time, what I liked real estate. All I had known was buying and selling houses. I loved it, even though I had bombed at it. I still loved it. And so there were some things that I had done that was right. There were some things that I had done that was wrong. And so that's where I started from, was that sort of passionate place, which was buying and selling houses. Second thing that I did was we started chunking down the debt. So you got this massive amount of debt. The first thing that I wanted to do was just duck my head in the sand. I didn't want to even acknowledge that it was there. I just was like, okay, this amount is so big, there's no way that we're ever going to get out of it. So what we had to do is we had to chunk it down into smaller sections. So I had, a credit card that had, $18,000 on it. I had another one that had $2,000 on it. Another one had $5,000 on it. So the first thing that we did was we started with the first credit card. So I think it was like we owed like $1,500 or $2,000 on the smallest one. So what we did was we started by paying that one off. So we upped our income and then we started chunking away at the lowest one first. And then what we did was that first one, once we got it paid off, we would then call the credit card company up and say, hey, can you up our credit limit? And they would send us out these little checks that would give us 0% interest for any kind of balance transfers. So then we would take what we could take from credit card B and move it over to credit card A with a 0% interest rate. So that way it would give us 12 to 18 months to pay off the credit card, and we continue to do that until we chunked away at it in a very fast period of time. It's a lot faster than what I ever thought that we would ever be able to do, but largely in part was to upping the income. Secondly, starting to face what we owed and like getting real with it and coming up with a plan. And third was then using the credit cards to our advantage by simply paying that first one off and then getting to up our credit limit, doing a balance transfer with 0%, and that is how we were able to chunk this thing down to where we don't owe any credit card debt. So the key here was getting that very first credit card paid off, and while we continue to build our income from there and build our business from there. So by getting that first one paid off, it gives us some momentum, so that way we could chunk away, we could see some success versus just this big amount of debt that was just continuing to grow. And so I hope this has helped you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this video. I release videos on digital marketing, SEO, as well as affiliate marketing tactics to help you building an online business, and I would love to show you exactly what I'm up to. So that means if you would like to know more, then you can visit one of the websites that I have a link in the description where you can get free tips, free strategies from yours truly. And last and certainly not least, if you know somebody that would benefit from this video, please share it with them. This literally changed my entire life, and it changed my entire outlook on life by doing this simple tactic. So hope you enjoyed this. Thanks again, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.